I'm joined by Eugene in the branch.
Yeah, everything starts.
Thank you so much for being with me. I'm so excited for this episode. Take us through this incredible journey with the Department of Home Affairs. How did it start?
What happened was the DHA reached out to the Capitec and asked them, why don't we have a DHA service? Because at that point, F&B and all the other banks had this DHA service in their branches. And we evaluated it back then. And the challenge with it was that you had to give floor space away. But to give that space away would really influence and impact operationally how we run the branches.
Because it's configured that specific way, right?
Yeah,
the template.
the layout that you see here today is a Capitec specific layout. It's been researched, it's been analyzed, it's been tweaked, it's specifically done to make sure that there's a flow and it just works for the way that we want to serve our clients. We looked at it and just said, no, we can't. We won't be able to do that. The department went away, and I can't even remember how long it was, and they came back and said, what if we give you a different model? What if we used your equipment, your processes, and we hook on what our services are? Would that work? And yes, we started working with them together with all the other banks on what this could be, how it could work. And from there on out, this thing was born.
Wow. And you put it together very quickly. Is this the machine?
That is the machine, yes. Must admit, we've got a bunch of brilliant engineers who's put this together. They looked at the problem. They looked at how can we make it part of the DNA of the bank, and they came up and said, let's do the self-service. Let's build the SST, the self-service terminal of the future.
Eugene, you have your team here to help us go through a demo of where the magic happens.
I've brought the net along to show you how everything works.
Sounds good.
The client will sign into the device using either their cell phone number, ID number, or their account number. They'll put down their fingerprint to verify their identity. They'll just click on apply, select a reason for applying for their ID card, then ask them to take a photo, just give a little bit of instructions on how to do so. Go, have your photo. It's then going to ask me to verify 2 of my fingerprints. Once it's successfully verified, it's going to ask me to verify my information. Just check that everything is correct. It's going to tell me where I can collect my ID card. Just going to accept the terms and sign. That is it.
No way, that's it.
You're done.
That is so quick. It's really impressive. Eugene, last time I looked at the stats released by Department of Home Affairs, it was roughly just under 4.5 million South Africans over the age of 16 who don't possess an identity document. Talk me through how significant that is in terms of fraud and just banking security, etc., and why it's so important that you're actually helping fill that gap and get more people documented.
The bigger issue with citizens that do not have an ID document, there's no way for them to identify themselves.
Yeah.
So in South Africa, you need an ID document to get to basic services. So you can imagine going to a hospital, just opening a bank account, school, universities. That 4.5 million, I think it's more than 4.5 million actually, of people that don't have an ID document is excluded from that. By bringing the accessibility to the clients and to South Africans, we're giving them the opportunity to actually much easier get a smart ID card to be able to identify themselves. On your question on the fraud and the security side, the green ID book that is currently still floating around, I think probably around about 15, 16 million citizens still have a green ID book. These ID books is the most fraudulent document in South Africa, and I think in Africa, if I recall correctly. And it's very easily forged. By this whole initiative that the department has done with the banks, the bank partnership, is to get rid of the green ID book as soon as possible. They're targeting 2029, bringing about the change with the smart ID cards. Now, the smart ID card itself is a lot more secure. the way it was developed, it's got all security features in it. It's not forgeable. It's got a chip embedded in it. So they've really done their part on that. And for us to be really on this journey with them, in essence, it helps South Africa.
Yeah.
People get an ID document. We can get rid of the fraudulent documents. So it's a win-win.
Take us, give you an opportunity to boast about the numbers, right? But take us through how quickly you've managed to actually get this from concept solution to, hey, we're on the ground, you can actually access it and you can use it right now.
Yeah, there's a massive team behind this.
Yeah.
I mean, our properties team, our product engineering team, our branch team, our marketing team, the comms team, everybody has been really just amazing. What you see here with the units, etc., the furniture, everything, our partners, our service providers manufactured. We gave them the prototypes. Teams assembled. We picked branches to say, these are the branches that are located where we believe the citizens are in the rural areas, semi-rural areas. The Department of Home Affairs have got two different branch setups. They call it the modernized branches and the non-modernized branches. So modernized branches have got the services and features to issue a smart ID card.
Sure.
Non-modernized don't have that. So if you live in a rural area and your closest DHA branch that you visit is a non-modernized branch, you will actually just replace your green ID book with another green ID book. The way that we picked the branches was, one, we had to pick branches in geographical locations where we could meet the department's non-modernized branches. We started on the 9th of March. We started in Orange Farm, up in just south of Johannesburg. Slowly started ramping it up. I think with that day we launched 2 branches and we started adding. The minister gave all the banks a target and said, by end of March, we would really like as a department to have our bank partners have more than 100 branches live. Wow. So yeah, we've really rolled out. I think last time we checked this morning or this afternoon, we were close to 18,000 applications processed, doing around about 2,000 of these now per day as we ramp up. And yeah, some of the branches the people are queuing. So it's an amazing success story.
Such an incredible machine.
Yeah.
It's just flying. You've been very clear about positioning Capitec as an enabler as opposed to a replacer of public services, etc.
It's a shared vision.
Sure.
We're there to enable them. We're not there to take what they stand for away. We're adding value, we're adding accessibility, we're helping them really solving the problems that we need to solve.
You spent a long time at Capitec. You look after card. You've built an incredible.
Been here a long time.
Yeah, you've been here a long time. But maybe generously share with us, some of the things that when you reflect upon, you look upon very proudly at.
I must really admit, the last 12 years, I cannot recall one day that I have not felt that, everybody's pulling in the same direction.
Yeah.
We're making a difference. I love working for the bank. I don't think I'll be able to work for another organization just because of the people and what we do. It's not often that you get the opportunity to touch 25, 28 million clients, make a real difference. And now with the DHA partnership, today it's smart IDs. In a few months' time, it is going to be passports that we want to do. We always do something that makes a real difference in the lives of South Africa, and to be able to be part of it, it's amazing. It's, like I said, humbling.
That's so inspiring, Eugene. Thank you so much for this conversation.
It's a big
I really
pleasure.
enjoyed it. Thank you for helping the country grow and impacting all of our lives, Capitec clients and even non-clients. And on behalf of everyone, we really appreciate the work that you and the team are doing.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity to share the story. And I just take the opportunity, I really want to thank, there's a big team behind us. They've done amazing work. So from my side, and from Exco. It was amazing what they've done, and still today. We wouldn't have been able to do what we've done without them. So big round of applause and thanks to what they've done. Yeah, and
Perfect.
thanks.